Opinions. You have them, I have them. Your opinions are probably garbage and my opinions are probably garbage. That's why you probably clicked on this video. Or you saw the thumbnail and got angry that I put your favorite show in it. But don't click off it just yet. I want you to hear me out before you decide to yell at me in the comments. So let's begin. What's up guys? It's your favorite anime talker abouter here. And about 3 months ago, I, for the first time ever, watched Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. I didn't watch the original 2003 anime adaptation because my friend told me that Brotherhood was basically the same and that it was true to the manga. And as someone who's been scarred by these two things because of how they decided to deviate from the manga, I didn't want to have my day ruined. So I sat down to watch all 64 episodes of the anime, and I can tell you without a doubt that it was honestly one of my favorite viewing experiences I've ever had watching anime, from the characters to the themes to the love that both Edward and Alphonse have for each other, and the lengths that Edward was willing to go to help to get his brother's body back, and how well the magic alchemy system in the world works because you can't create something out of nothing.
I love you. Day one.
I give all this praise to the show to say that it's definitely worth the watch and it definitely deserves to be ranked as highly as it is. But oh my god, I am gonna die for saying that. But over the last month while I was working on the Black Clover video, which you should definitely watch because YouTube stopped recommending this video and it's the best video I've worked on so far. But during the time that I was working on that video, I was watching something that recently had just finished its 4th season, Overlord. Now, before you guys assume that this video is gonna be me telling you that actually Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood is good, but Overlord is better. No, that isn't the point of this video. It's not even close. While watching Overlord, I found myself feeling a wide range of emotions. In the beginning, I found myself going from this is just gonna be another isekai power fantasy with big booba waifus and an MC who gets all the bitches and can literally 1v1 Goku without even trying, to wow! This character whose face we've never seen, whose life we barely know about, was trapped in this game he and his friends used to play, and now he has to take on the responsibility of preserving the sanctum, this place, this refuge that he and his friends built when he played this game, in the hopes that one day they will return. And sexy pale big booba succubus aside,
sniff me for an hour or sniff all day.
Overlord is probably one of the best anime regardless of the fact that it's an isekai. The world building, the characters, the fact that the MC is a villain, and y'all know I love villains, the fact that he doesn't care who he kills unless it's beneficial for him, all that, and the fact that he's still just some nerdy guy who plays MMORPGs and probably Genshin in his mom's basement. And with each new season I found myself going, wow, this is better than the last season. I said that when I finished season 2, 3, and 4. So what's the point I'm trying to make here? Do I think that 52 episodes of an isekai with CG that haunts my nightmares is better than what is considered to be the best anime of all time? Yeah. No, I don't. You see, when I was watching Overlord, I had this reoccurring thought in my head. Why am I enjoying this so much? What is it about this show in particular that made me want to watch all 4 seasons to completion without stopping once? And when this thought popped into my head, another thought suddenly rushed into my brain, kinda like an intrusive thought when you're hanging off a tall building and your brain tells you to Ezio leap of faith off the edge. Don't do that. I did it once. No, I didn't. Don't jump off building. And that weird intrusive thought I had was a question that went like this: is Overlord better than Fullmetal Alchemist? And the answer that followed that stupid thought was no, it isn't. But did I enjoy it more than Fullmetal Alchemist? Absolutely. As a giant music nerd who's always had a passion and love for music and things like hip-hop culture and the history of certain genres, and even becoming a musician myself because that's what I always wanted to pursue since I was little, I've listened to more music than I can count. I probably can't go a month without listening to 30 albums because there's so much good music out here, from R&B to anime OSTs, hip-hop to alternative music. There's been so much music that I've fallen in love with and enjoyed. So what the hell does this even have to do with anime? Well, in a sea of countless artists, songs, and albums coming out every day, there was one singular album that came out between the years of 2012 and 2016, and it was Kendrick Lamar's 2015 album To Pimp a Butterfly. And much like how Fullmetal Alchemist has been decided by the anime community to be the greatest thing since sliced bread, To Pimp a Butterfly in the hip-hop community is viewed in a similar light. It's a damn near flawless album that even got the good old yellow flannel from the thickest boy on the internet. Never thought I'd be comparing Fullmetal Alchemist to Kendrick Lamar, but here we are. The comparison will be very important for the end of the video, so I hope you've been paying attention, my sexy viewer. Earlier in the video, I mentioned the fact that I enjoyed Overlord more than I enjoyed FMA, and to some people that would mean that I think FMA is a bad show, much like how when you as a fan of a musician compare your favorite artist's best work to their more enjoyable work, you'll obviously say that the album that you enjoyed more is obviously the better album, right? Right? This is a weird thought process to have, but the answer to the question is actually a big fat no. Take someone like Travis Scott for example. I think that Travis Scott's 2016 Rodeo album is his best album, but I enjoyed Astroworld more. That doesn't mean that I think Rodeo isn't still amazing. It's the opposite. I don't think that we'll ever get an album of this quality again, and this applies to anime as well. Some of the greatest anime of all time, from Cowboy Bebop to Eva, even Naruto and Code Geass, are examples of great shows that are viewed as great because they've done something that I feel can't be replicated. But then on the other end of the spectrum, there's new shows that come out every season that end up being more enjoyable, or manga that has yet to be adapted that is possibly more enjoyable than what you are currently watching, or your favorite anime of all time. I can tell you now that I've had more fun watching shows like Psyche K and Life Lessons with Oromichi Onisan over shows like JoJo and JJK. I enjoy shows like Shadow's House more than My Hero Academia, and these are still great shows regardless of if I prefer watching a guy with pink hair avoid a girl who likes him like she's the bubonic plague. And I think the reason I've been able to enjoy these shows more is because I started formulating my own opinion. When it comes to seasonal anime, you have so many channels on YouTube talking about the best anime and what the best anime of the season is and what is a possible contender for the anime of the year, and with 2022 being probably one of the best years in anime since 2019, you have different people telling you how they feel about these new anime regardless of if it's a short video that's 5 minutes or a long video that goes past the 15-minute mark. People are constantly sharing their opinions on whether their favorite shows or shows that they hated, and while negativity often attracts the most attention, it can also sometimes swallow you if you haven't formed your own opinion. Something I really hate in the anime community is how hating something has honestly been prioritized over enjoying something. People either don't watch shows or just take what the person who reviewed the shows says as their own opinion. Even I fell into that category, and I don't mean with hating shows, I mean with the lack of having my own opinion on a show. The absolute mad lad Nux Taku is probably one of my favorite AniTubers, and he's stated multiple times on his channel that Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Bet you thought I forgot about what the point of the video is, huh? Yeah. Subscribe. Nah, I'm playing. Nux has stated that his favorite anime of all time is Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, and he's also one of the reasons I decided to finally watch it after years of not watching it. I thought nothing could go wrong. It's one of my favorite YouTubers shows, and it's also the highest ranked anime on Mal. Nothing could possibly go wrong, right? Right. right? Jokes aside, I for the longest time before watching Fullmetal Alchemist thought it would be great because Nuxtaku said it, and when I watched it, the expectations for the show I had built in my head weren't met the way I thought they would be. And while I enjoyed the show for the things I listed in the beginning of the video, I had to form my own opinion in order to understand why I enjoy watching a skeleton in his dumb as fuck "what the hell is this outfit?" and his virgin succubus waifu more than I enjoyed watching one of the greatest stories ever told. So you're probably wondering what the point of this video even is then. Did I just spend 6 to 8 to 10 minutes basically trying to figure out if I actually thought I liked something because I didn't have my own opinion on the thing I watched? Yes. The answer is yes. Listen, I will never tell you to stop listening to other people's opinions. If you love something and are interested in finding out if other people like the same thing that you do, then go out, have discussions, talk about your favorite characters. Heck, the reason I even met my best friend was because I introduced him to Fairy Tail, and we've been friends since 2017 because of that. So never be shy of having an opinion even if you think people won't agree with it. I'm still scared that saying that I enjoyed Overlord more than FMA is gonna attract a lot of negative attention, but I will end the video by saying this. Opinions are always changing and nothing lasts. I may enjoy Overlord right now, but one day I might watch Fullmetal Alchemist again and I will witness its true glory. So please don't bully me in the comments. Hi! As always, thanks for watching this video all the way to the end. If you enjoyed it, consider subscribing and dropping me a like. It's always appreciated. And no spoilers for the future, but I started reading Berserk about a week ago and I just caught up to the most recent chapter, and I think the best way to explain my feelings is to put up this picture of Guts with the Guts theme, and then you'll know the amount of misery I felt when reading Berserk. I am traumatized. I hate Griffith too. Prepare for a Berserk video in future, I guess. I really liked it. I really loved it. Like, it's probably my favorite manga of all time now, even though I read it in like 5 days. But prepare for a Berserk video in the future, maybe after this video, so maybe in 2 weeks, because I want to give a constructive video on it without it being too long. But with that, I'll see y'all later.